I am Bill.
I'm Terry.
And welcome to our kitchen table. Again, not much news this week at all. So what are they planning for?
This week we will be giving away a
Quickly.
CB antenna,
Yep.
a fishing pole, these are all scale items, and an axe.
Yeah. And the axe is nice too. Listen. It's heavy. Fishing pole's pretty legit.
Yes, that's one of my favorites.
They're nice. The antenna you can cut down or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like it looks really huge, but you can cut it down. Just cut this end, not the bolt off. Alright. So we're going to go over entry-level tools, because a lot of people don't have fun with the hobby because they don't have a few tools and it only costs like 20 bucks, and then you'll have so much more fun with it.
Yes.
They come in all the time to the hobby shop. They just had a couple tools. They just do it easy. It's not even hard stuff. So we're going to go through those tools. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Alright. So first thing we think to buy is double-sided tape. And there's different kinds. And I'm giving you all the budget options here. There's no, this is good stuff. This is just budget. This is a dollar store. They sell them in a strip. They're little strips. And they sell them in cubes that are already cut.
Little squares, yeah.
Little square. I like the squares better because I don't have to cut them.
Right.
And you can use 4 squares. It just is cheap. And it keeps your speed controller that costs $100 in your vehicle. So you don't have to buy another one when you run the wires over. All you need is $1 worth of tape. And this lasts a long time. What else? Regular screwdrivers and Phillips screwdrivers that everyone has anyways. You have those. And then I'm going to take you for a trip to Harbor Freight. That's where we get these. I use these constantly, and I use them as a job.
Yep.
There's weird shaped ones. They're like $3 each. I have many pair of Nelos, and I put rubber bands on them because I use them the whole wire. And this is my rubber band pair, and that's all I use them for. I don't take them on and off. I got another pair. They're $3. Doesn't matter. So we do those, and they have different configurations, and they all come in handy once in a while. So it's not bad to get. We're up to now. 3, 6, 9, $10.
Yeah.
Up to $10. I said $20. So I'm gonna go with my choice. Oh, these are $20 too. So that's $10. That gets you the basic stuff you need. Then we're gonna, for the guy or gal who wants to just, all right, I'm gonna try putting in my own servo. You know, little stuff. Beadlock rims together. You know, I'm gonna try that. I like these. I don't like this brand. I open them, so now they're mine. They're a little chintzy for me. This is a nice little set, but it doesn't give me all Allen wrenches. It gives me, it's a pain in the ass to use. I don't know how good this case is. Anyways, this one has little screwdrivers and Allen wrenches, but they're too short. They suck to use. Right? But
yes.
you can replace the tips, and the tips are only $3 or $4.
Yeah.
So it's a good for the price, and you want a bigger diameter. Bigger diameter, easier to use, but your entry level, it's just a hobby. Just you're gonna throw this in the back of your vehicle you normally drive just to have it. This is fine, and it makes it so much more enjoyable to work on a vehicle. Now Terry likes this type,
I do.
and a lot of people
This
do.
brand's
That's why
nice.
I'm pointing this out because most people like this, and this brand has been.
Has their handle, no little ends here.
Put one in. Come
Phil,
on.
I'm going to have your Phillips, flats, Allens,
This has a good variety of Allen wrenches
drivers,
too.
everything's in there. My favorite part. Make them short or as long as you want.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, Bill does not like them.
I use them for just the long. Once in a while, I was like, give me a set I hate because I can reach something with it. Let me tell them why I hate it.
I really like that.
Tell them why I hate it. If you're experienced and you work on cars and stuff, this has that ratcheting kind of thing. It grabs, it doesn't grab when you do that, and you gotta click it around, and then it goes that way. You can make it sturdy, but you accidentally hit it, and you're screwed. And then I just can't stand it.
He's an amateur, I don't know how to use
Yeah,
it.
apparently I can't stand using this. And then you know, I want the different size. I got one handle. Oh, it's on this end. It's got a little spring in here. It gets hung up on every time you put it in. I hate it, but she loves it.
Yes.
And she works on it more than me now. So who the hell knows? Alright, so moving more into you do this quite a bit, right? And you just want stuff to make your life easy. What you got anything over there? I got these picks, these are Harbor Freight. We sell them for $4 in the store, so I don't know, we'll probably pay $3 for them.
Yeah.
It's only a pick set. But these little hooks on them and stuff, they're handy. You use them.
Drop screws down in there or something.
Once in a while, but for the $4 or $5 you're gonna pay for them, they're definitely worth having. And they save you. And the cool thing is they're so cheap. Like I'll just bend this hook into whatever shape I need it. Like customer's waiting for you, all right, I don't care. Boom, it does the job. And now that's what the tool shape is. I have like 5 of these sets at the hobby shop. Let me talk about this one in a bag. What do you use that for?
Soldering. Bill bought this for himself, but my favorite tool in the shop. It holds every end you can think of that I've used anyways. To hold it to solder it. It's a very handy little tool.
Yep.
I don't know how much it costs, but it's worth it.
Oh, this was
Whatever
way
it's worth,
overpriced.
it's worth it.
Way overpriced. Comes apart and you can tuck your ends in there and solder them. The problem, the huge, this is when companies make shit that's good, but it never freaking works. It's made of aluminum. And it sucks all the heat out of what you're soldering. So it works great on yellow ends, XT60s.
Deans.
On Deans it doesn't if you grab by the ears.
That works.
No. You get a thick wire and you're trying to solder something, it sucks your heat away. So they do make them in different companies make them out of, I forgot the name of it, it's like a hard wood. Yeah, they're big bucks, but if you're in it for the hot and you change ends a lot and stuff, it's worth, ask someone for Christmas to get it for you, because it is worth every penny, even if it's aluminum. This one's a hot racing one. Look for anything but, because it's aluminum. But the design of it is perfect. It's got clamps with stuff they didn't even think of, it's just perfect. But the aluminum sucks. Yeah, use those.
These happen to be another one of my favorite tools. Anything like this, containers.
Show them how many you got for $1. She used some of them already.
10 in a bag for $1 dollar store.
Yeah.
And they're awesome.
What makes them awesome compared to normal?
They're
Yeah.
not hard plastic, they're flexible. They seal good.
Yeah.
Hold all your little...
And the trays, the trays you guys keep your screws in,
Yeah.
they have some cheap ones. They're $2 or $3, but they seal on the top when you close them. Don't buy the dollar store one that has a big hump in the middle, because it's not going to keep your screws separate. And then you get frustrated with the hobby because it doesn't do what it's supposed to do.
Right.
But these we lucked out just to try them, and they're awesome. But they're one compartment. The multiple compartment ones, buy the better ones, because the lids are flatter. That means it seals and keeps the compartments better. So all your washers and your rubber screws aren't mixed up. Just steps, things we found. These I use constantly. It is a dollar store tiny screwdriver set. And they make, MPI makes them for $50 too. But it's little screwdrivers, little Phillips, and a lot of things.
Oh yeah.
Even if you take a servo apart, you kind of need these. Like normal Phillips doesn't fit them. And they're $1.
Yeah.
So you don't care. I use them for pry bars, and they're cheap, which is good. So they bend, they don't snap. Like this is a snap-on set. It's probably hard. It's gonna snap and get my eyes or something. No, they bend. They'll bend right in a circle, and that's good. But they'll round off after you use them 50 times. But who cares? They're $1. And then we turn them into picks. We actually take these old ones, the picks I showed you. We got a belt sander because we do other stuff. We just grind them and we make picks out of them. And for $1, we get a ton of use out of these things, and we do it for a living. We're not even being cheap. It's just the best tool for the job. And I've mentioned these before. How often do you use yours? 25 times a day?
At least.
You buy these little ends, they're $5, $6, $7, depends on the quality. And they're Allen ends, they got Phillips ends, they have little Phillips, big Phillips, whatever your vehicles have. And this is the $15 Walmart one, or $20 Walmart one. And what made it more expensive than the $10 one is I can adjust just like a household drill. You can adjust if it's slippage. But even this one on one will still strip plastic. But you'll use it a few times to get the feel for it. And usually I tell everyone, get them close with these, and then take your hand tool and tighten it by hand, because this will strip it out, any plastic, even aluminum. If you got a 2.5 millimeter with aluminum, it'll strip the aluminum right out. So even if you got a slipper, some guys use the bigger drills and they're fancier. I don't. This is light.
Yeah.
Has a little light on it.
Does that one turn straight?
This one turns. Yeah, I don't know what the hell you use that for. If you want to turn it straight while you're using your screwed up Allen set, but guys use it like this. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But you know, it was $15, and then the ends are all. You buy a set, like we bought these in a set. They come in little holders, and of course she writes on what they are. And they come in ball ends too. And ball ends, the advantage of ball ends, if you got a screw, we don't use them enough, but you can come in from the side, and you'll notice there's a ball. The hexes are actually on the side of it. So you can beat a little bad angle and take out your Allen screw, no problem. Phillips, you can't. So Allen, they make the ball Allens, and they're awesome. We have them, we never use them, but there are times you can use them if you think of it. And my last thing, you got anything else?
I do not.
And this is, I mean, even newbies, especially newbies actually.
Yes, they get used a lot lately.
These are called calipers, and I don't know what they call them when they sell them. These are from Harbor Freight also. These are 15. This is electronic version. They're 15 or $20, and they make what they call electric, and they make what they call dial. I work in aerospace. That's what we do for a living, and so I know how to use these. So I apply them to RC stuff. And the cheapest Harbor Freight ones that look like this, that are 15 or $20, are better than, for the hobby grade stuff, are better than anything you can buy that's $200. Because this one lets you go from American inches to, let's see what we can go through, fractions. So you can do fractions, you can do millimeters, which is the big advantage for RC people. So you put something, say you got, you measure something, it's 2.17 millimeters, right? I can leave it there, and I lock it by here. I can leave it there and go, what is that in standard? 0.086. And what is that in fraction? 11/28. I just leave it there and hit this button. And when you guys are buying pins, your pins break, you just,
handy a lot.
What size, how wide is my servo going to be? What are my link arms? This one only goes to 6 inches, but they make them, even these cheap ones, I think they make 12-inch versions of these. These are called 6-inch calipers. But 12 inches is hard to use when you're doing something. These 6-inch ones, and you just leave them, I got duct tape holding the battery in. These have been around how long?
A long time.
And
since I've been around.
The cover's under the counter somewhere, but it works fine, and you just zero them out every time you turn them on. And you'd be amazed how accurate you are buying stuff if you have one of these sitting there. Beadlock rims, they don't all fit the same. Measure your tire. Measure your tire foams. You 1.9 guys anyway. How big? Yeah, anyway. Measure your tire foams, how wide your tire is. You can measure it in millimeter. You can measure it in inches. You can measure it as a fraction. So anything they give you to buy by, measurement-wise, you can tell what it is by your truck at your kitchen table and a pair of these for $20. And you won't have to return what you buy.
Right.
Especially screws. You want to order screws or all the crawling guys. You're wearing the ends. How long do I need about this? You know exactly what you overly know. They won't give you as good as information as you know about what you're buying. It's not listed. You got to guess at that point, but you'll know how long you need. I'll shut them off so we can use them tomorrow. And that's it for toolbox stuff. That's all I can think of.
Well, I think I'm good.
Alright, so that's what we use at the hobby shop. That's what helps us a lot. And if you add this all up, you're under $100. And you can do anything we do at the hobby shop, and we have yet to not help somebody. So we don't have the part. But they know what size part they need, and they know, something when they leave. And we're giving this stuff away?
Yes, sir.
Alright, we'll call it.
I think we'll take caller number 8 this week.
Caller number 8. And you can always call in 8 times if you're first. Don't worry about it. So this is just some scale stuff we had. We can mail it around the world if you happen to win. Don't worry about it. And if you have anything you want to hear about here, I'm just trying to think about what guys want to see and ladies want to see. put a comment in this movie. Just I want to see about whatever. Boom, boom. I'm working on lipo one.
I'm supposed to do body one at some point.
She's gonna do a body one.
Thank
It's
you.
all in the works. Just stuff that I know off the top of my head. I can do shows on literally instantly. So we can have it up in next week if it's something I know. If it's something she doesn't know or I don't know, then we'll look it up and find out how to do it. Just put one comment what you want to see, and we'll.
Or you guys can do it. Send
Yeah,
us
you
your
guys tape
videos.
it. We'll just introduce ourselves, welcome to the show, and people will listen to you. That'd be easier. Get Mondays back a little bit.
Yeah.
But we'll do it for now. And just tell us what you want us to talk about. That it?
I think so.
Call number 8.
Yep.
Gonna win a couple things.
Keep trying till you see the post up there. Somebody
Yep.
won.
And the new phone system's working good.
Yes.
So you should get through, you know. If it just keeps ringing, it means we're saying hello to somebody. And we shut the phone off after it's given away. So look at the bottom. Given away, it's gone. The phone's just gonna ring. It doesn't have an answering thing on it.
Last time wasn't given away till next morning.
Yeah, when we gave the servos away, we gave 2 servos away, but of course no one watches this whole thing. And the guy called when I was going to bed, because we're in the house. When I was going to bed, he just won the second. He had to call twice because we're only on whatever caller. He called back twice in a row. He won 9 o'clock the next morning. So make sure it takes me a minute to hit. Okay, we got a winner and where they're from. But after that, it's gone. If it's not there, call. No matter when you see this. That's it. So we'll see you next week, and hopefully with a subject you guys put in the comments. Thank you.
Thank you guys.